The Winter Olympics just wrapped up in Italy. There's always drama, heartbreak, triumph among the athletic performances. Ultimately, there's usually a life lesson to go with it. I think that's why we watch. You never know what it's going to be. Well, for this year, the stunning success of figure skater Alysa Liu, to me, is the amazing life lesson. She was a figure skater champion at age 13, and then she retired from skating at age 16 because she didn't want to do it anymore. So for the next couple of years, after hanging up her skates, she just lived her life and acted like a regular kid. And one day she went skiing with her friends and had an absolute blast. I like to ski, I like to go fast, so I totally understand it. And it caused her to think, what if I could have this much fun while ice skating? So she started skating again. She rehired her old coaches, she wanted to compete, but the difference was that she was going to do things her way this time, not the way she'd been molded into that, whatever that is that caused her to not like skating. So she decided to be more involved in the choreography. She wanted to listen to, skate to music that she loved, wear what she wanted to wear. She even put stripes in her hair. And in other words, she created her own artistry and broke away from being a clone of the figure skating factory. So under the biggest pressure cooker her sport has to offer, which is the Olympics, she skated like she was having fun by herself out there on the ice. Just no big deal, right? Her performance won her gold. And it got me thinking of how much of a mental game everything is. Other great athletes crashed and burned on the big stage, while Alysa flowed through without showing any signs of pressure. So what if we could paint like Alysa skates? I mean, artists spend years learning about color, composition, the rules, and then you have to find your personal style within those rules. But if we were seeking to make our best and most personal art, there has to be a point where you let go of any constraints. You know the rules and then you break them. You just paint for pure joy, like Alysa. So Alysa discovered joy when she skied that day without coaches or competition looming, and she was wise enough to overlay that joy onto skating and maintain it throughout her reborn skating career. I also watched some clips of her when she was on her comeback trail long before the Olympics. She fell down a lot when she was practicing her jumps. But she said, "I love struggling. It makes me feel alive." Something to think about. So I'm going to be inspired by Alysa when I paint, and I'm going to try to keep the personal freedom of expression alive and well in all of my creative endeavors. I have to remind myself to be unencumbered. So how about you? Can you paint like that? Unencumbered, alive, where you feel alive? Or do you paint like that already? Does it come easy to you, or do you have to work at it? So let me know in the comments.